Kurzgesagt, what was the UX in this is, why does fentanyl feel so good? Well, sure, Kurzgesagt in a nutshell. Yeah, YouTube's not gonna like this, but I don't care. So, as far as I know, this is the strongest thing there is when it comes to OP. That's all I'm gonna say. Type of things, pain management. These are CNS depressant. That's what these things are. So, tramadol is OP like thing. Basically, it's the same thing, but it's the lowest layer there is, right? But even that is like okay, I've taken that in the past for pain. I've never gone above it, but I know what that means, right? Because if you never taken things like that, and you suddenly take like strong enough, not strong dose, just recommended dose, you instantly feel it. The euphoria. You don't know what euphoria is. Like you can't really put your finger to it unless you are at that point. I've been to that point. So I didn't like it, not gonna lie. I don't like something alters my chemical reaction that way. I just don't like that shit. But yeah, it's euphoria. Just let's just say it like something that is boring as hell, you would do it and you'll feel calm and serene. I like this. Watch sunset, eat something basic like peanuts, and that's a great time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like your need for something meaningful is no longer there. You're just fine. Like I don't need to. And if you're a person that has like some form of OCD or anxiety of any kind, or any kind of a mental issue, which most people have some form, there is a drive thing. Like people are never fulfilled. If you do something, you get a promotion, you want another promotion because that's not good enough for you. That's a kind of like similar mental issue in a way if you think about it. If you're that kind of person, if you do this, you'll realize like, yeah, I don't care. Like, oh, just this is fine. Look at that. Look at the sunset. Oh, look at I'm peanut. Oh, look at that peanut never tasted good. Oh, tea. I like tea. That's the level of shit. Obviously, that goes away pretty fast. Like, it immediately builds up. Like, if you do it once, twice, third day, you're not gonna feel it. Like, you need a week off now. But things are different. So this is top of that food. Like, there's 10 other things between this. The strongest thing people know of is heroin. I can say the film heroin. Why not? Heroin, right? That's the strongest thing people know of. But after that, there's multiple man-made synthetic things. They were like oxycodone, and then the strongest is Fent. This thing. This is so strong. Even a recommended dosage, this is not good. People literally like it's literally the edge of things. You can literally fall off and you're done. That's the level of strong things that this one is. So trauma alone was giving me that feeling. 10 different layers of things all the way to this. I don't even know which world people go to as soon as they take this. I'm not gonna lie, I don't wanna know. That just panics me if I think it. Any kind of like a physical enhancement, like roids, right? People ask me, are you on roids? I would never be on roids. I don't care. I don't want muscle. This is like good. If I don't go over this, I don't care. Like, I just do this for fun. I'm not risking my organs. Are you high? Same thing with this. Like this equivalent to brain thing. Like you don't know the level of damage it's gonna do the brain over time. There is some kind of permanent damage thing. I'm sure of it. Like by the way, also think with the trauma thing, your memory is not strong. I've said that in the past. Like I'm on painkillers, and I've said this in past, and I can't remember things because I genuinely can't. Something that I just know. I know very well. I use that word all the time, and I can't remember it. On the recording, I'm like, I'm never that. I'm never someone who doesn't remember something. But that thing can make you do that. So this thing, I don't even know what level of things that gonna have. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because I have some experience in this family tree of things. So yeah, that's what this one. I'm gonna have to put timestamp, I guess, because apparently people don't want to listen to what I say. Some of them they just want to watch the video and me talk. What is that ASMR thing? I don't even know what that is. Well, let's do this one.
Fentanyl must be amazing. Loads of people give up on everything that makes life good for it. Their loved ones, any other possessions or pursuits, homes, their dignity, and even their lives. But actually, fentanyl is garbage heroin, inferior in every single way but one.
What? I think it's twice as potent, isn't it? At least more than twice. I don't know. Is it twice? I don't know.
It's the perfect drug for dealers. And while we hear a lot about how deadly fentanyl is, many people it kills are not even fentanyl addicts. It's truly the dumbest drug to ruin your life for.
Seriously. Hulk Hogan. I don't know, like Hogan is not great for saying the truth, but he was saying that he had the patch and he didn't want the full one, so he cut it up and put the patch on, which means patches are, let's just say, made in a way that is slow releasing. If you cut it up, yeah, it's just going to release all the way one, and you can't do that. And he nearly basically happened that. There are slow releasing pills for any kind of like a over the counter thing, like, like paracetamol or something like that, or diclofenac or something for your swelling, NSAID, anti-inflammatory drug, right? So there are slow releasing ones. You can't cut them. I had to talk to certain family members and some people, and just like some of them were doing that. I'm like, are you high? You can't cut this pill up. There's a slow releasing. You're damaging the structure. Now it's going to release all at once. What are you doing? So yeah, this thing basically attacks the people who actually need it.
Let's learn what fentanyl does to you, what it feels like, and why it's so much lamer than heroin.
Okay.
Pain and pleasure. Maybe the two most important forces that guide our survival are pain and pleasure. Pain may be the most visceral physical experience. A claw ripping your flesh, a bone cracking, rejection eating your soul. Pain can be scary and unbearable.
Physical pain is different from emotional pain. Physical pain is a sensor that has a opposite effect sometimes, because it's yin and yang type of thing. If you feel pain, you also have, or at least some people have the ability to feel pleasure as well. That's why, sometimes, I don't know how to say that. Sometimes you do some kind of a physical. This is why gym workouts are actually good for you, because if you work out, your body does opposite thing, because you're damaged, you're hurt. Your body also increases the good feely thing, endorphins and everything, to balance things out. That's why working out actually feels good over time. If you're early like that, feels shit, but after a month or so, you'll realize that working out actually feels good. Your mood is high, your hormones are great, and everything's great. It's because of this. Your physical pain also rewards you with pleasure, endorphins, and everything. Mental pain is different. Emotional pains are different.
It's the strongest signal our bodies have to make us avoid harm. Pleasure is what makes life good because it feels, well, amazing. Eating things that are sweet or high fat, having sex, or opening another booster pack with your friends. Anything that makes you feel
High fat makes you feel good. I don't remember that. I don't remember eating peanuts and feeling good. But then again, fat balances hormones itself directly. So yeah.
pleasure makes you want to do it again. These two opposing forces guide you through life. Pain shouts, "Stop, this is bad." Pleasure cheers, "More, do that again." But while they are opposites, they're also linked. Sometimes our body needs to end pain and create pleasure at the same time. After giving birth, pain gets toned down and the mother is showered in happy hormones so she can bond with the newborn child. During an intense hunt, the hunter forgets the physical exhaustion and minor injuries. Both are technically not great.
By the way, this is just by evolution. Let's just imagine there have been 100 different species. 99 of them didn't feel pleasure after a child was born, so they just stopped giving birth, so their species died out. One of them had the mutation that actually balanced it by giving pleasure, and that's us, and we survived. That's how evolution works. This is not some kind of like, oh, this is very intelligent, like somebody coded it type of way. Not necessarily.
Experiences, but need to be repeated for our survival. And nature invented a powerful mechanism to achieve this. The mighty opioid receptor. It's like a keyhole on the neurons that control pain and pleasure. If activated, it reduces
YouTube's not gonna like this. YouTube is not gonna like this.
pain and how much you care about pain, and it creates pleasure and good feelings. The details are complex and not relevant for this story. What you need to know is that any molecule that can fit into an opioid receptor like a key is called an opioid. Opioids are extremely powerful, so when your body uses natural opioids like endorphins when you laugh, it releases only a tiny amount exactly where they're needed. So the effects are mild and localized. Your sprained ankle feels better, a painful memory subsides, you get a boost of happiness meeting an old friend. And now we're getting to drugs. Humans found opioids in nature like morphine and were quite taken by them. They got refined into a whole family of drugs used in hospitals and to relieve patients that are in immense pain. Codeine,
Yeah, we remember British Empire, India, China, whole dynamic. But poppy fields, there you go.
OxyContin, Vicodin, and of course, heroin, and the worst of all, fentanyl. Before we can explain why fentanyl is the most garbage drug, we need to do something fun. Let's inject some heroin together. Ready? The supernova of pleasure. Heroin rushes through your entire body and flips every opioid receptor it finds. A rapid cascade of things happens everywhere all at once. A symphony of intense sensations. Every cell regulating pleasure is now high. Without their control, floodgates of happy hormones open and fill you up top to bottom with pure bliss. A cup of coffee, a nectar of joy. This song you like, a celestial symphony.
See, I said that in the start of the video. This is a million times intensified than the one I was talking about. So imagine just this. And that's kind of scary because if you never take anything, you just go to directly to this, you probably just instantly, like, your brain might be overwhelmed. That's not good.
A cuddle, pure love from the center of the universe. Wherever you felt pain before, from wounds or aching joints or menstrual cramps or loneliness or self-loathing, it's gone now. You are simply unable to feel pain or care about it anymore. Like dimming the lights in a cozy room, your brain's alert system is put to sleep and you feel at ease, warm and serene.
I don't like that one bit. That's so scary. If you literally sprain your ankle, you might not even feel it and you might make it worse. Oh my god, there's a reason you have pain receptor and those are good. Those are signal telling you there's an issue somewhere.
Any stress melts away and dissolves into a dreamlike haze. You're no longer worried or tense about anything. This peace even spreads to your essential organs, slowing your breath, soothing and slowing your intestines. Your chest rises and falls like the gentle waves of a quiet shore. You're sailing a sea of calm and happiness that feels perfect and eternal. The full load of a strong opioid like heroin for the very first time is one of the most amazing feelings humans can experience. For a few hours, you're in heaven. And this is exactly the problem. Your brain is not equipped to handle anything like it. You feel too good. But nothing lasts forever, and now you're in trouble.
Yeah, your brain is the most adaptive thing there is. It will adapt to things. That is what I said in the start of the video. 2 days and third days, you need a week off. Imagine how many times off you would need for this. Time off is not going to be enough. You're going to need a different type of intervention. This is not good, man. Right? This is what I was talking about. Like, I don't like this. This is scary. Brain is the most adaptive thing there is. You don't want to screw with it. Physical things, at least you can understand it, like augment it or whatever in the future or whatever we have right now. Brain, I don't see that. People say, like, oh, I'll put a microchip in it, it will work. That, Elon Musk thing. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Our brain is way too complex that we still don't understand it fully. If we're going to augment it now, really, that shit is next level. So, your brain will adapt to it and it will adjust to it. And now, if you don't take this, you're going to be depressed as fuck because that's how it's shifted, right? That is the after thing. Same thing with the, people take for muscles. That other part of hormones completely shuts down because your brain's like, oh, you have enough of it. And this is how you're getting it. Why do I need to produce it? You're screwed at that point. That's not okay.
You just experienced the best feeling you ever felt. Your brain's reward center is completely fried and can't comprehend what happened. If what you did felt this good, it has to be amazing for your survival and you should do it again. Except you can never ever feel this good again. This will be your peak life moment forever. You may forever chase this feeling you had this very first time. And now you're back in the regular world, with your insecurities, where your knee hurts, regular tasting coffee, and having to work hard for happy hormones. Comparison is the thief of joy, and now
there are two type of dependency. One is your want. If you eat sugary thing and you imagine when you eat sugar, you feel good. You want to eat sugar again. That multiplied by 1 billion. But that's your want. That's controlled by you. Second type of dependency is your physical dependency. You dependent on that thing so much that your physical system, your part of the brain that automates your system, central nervous system and everything that you don't control, even that is kind of reliant on it now. That expect things from the thing you're taking. So if you stop taking it, you're going to have physical symptoms. That's different type of dependency. People have confusion. Just stop doing it. There are certain type of things that you can't just stop doing it because your body is dependent on it. You start to have sweat, your heartbeat will go up. You'll nearly have panic attack, even heart attack if you don't do it right. You can't just suddenly cut it off. So yeah, this is very complex. Your brain and your entire body, central nervous system is very complex. These are things that is so dangerous.
Now you have your life to compare to a supernova of bliss. The indescribable feeling comes with a damage to your sense of life and self that may be irreparable. And this is not even the worst. Opioids are incredibly addictive, and the addiction among the worst you can have. The supernova of pain. Once you've taken opioids a few times, your brain has had enough. The cells controlling pain and pleasure are constantly high and drowsy, so it boosts them and makes them hyperactive. This happens very fast, sometimes after a few days of use. You've developed an opioid tolerance, toning down all the nice effects you're doing the drugs to achieve. To feel like before, you'll need way higher doses.
By the way, there's also an argument that timing, your mood swings might be affected. Why? Because your mood is kind of related to how you feel pleasure and pain, or at least it's similar to it in a way. And pleasure and pain is like in such a way like controlled and time based that imagine if like it's a timing valve. When you do this, there is no timing valve. It's just all out full frontal. Like your body just stops caring about pain and pleasure. It's just all the time pleasure. So when you stop it, your body now you need to like calibrate it, timing valves and everything. If they don't, mood swings, instant mood swings. That is also like major issues, right? You're just happy. Suddenly you're angry. Suddenly your mood is off. Like wait a minute, just 5 minutes ago I was happy. I just read something that just is not something that should piss me off, but it's just something, and now my whole mood is off at a level that I just want to go to sleep. I can't. I'm so depressed. I want to go to sleep. That's the level of shit. And that might be permanent. If that becomes permanent, you have permanent damage, right? This is the thing people don't talk about when talking about things like this. That's why these things are so dangerous.
Now you're at a crossroads. Quit and have your system go back to normal fairly quickly, or keep going and take more. You take the wrong turn. Over the next few weeks, your brain keeps pushing back and you keep taking more. The effects are not quite what they were, but still mildly nice. Until one day, you can't get opioids and realize your body is now your enemy. Your systems are so hyperactive that they make you feel the opposite of what the drug was doing. Welcome to withdrawal. It all starts with a creeping unease. Instead of being euphoric and happy, nothing feels good anymore. Your coffee is tasteless, your favorite song lame, your loved ones distant. A storm of negative emotions.
Coffee tastes bland and woodish. What? Oh, wait a minute, that's how coffee tastes.
Shatters your sea of calm. Serenity is replaced by anxiety and angst, like something terrible is imminent. Your worries, insecurities, and all the fears you suppressed aren't just back, but amplified into an existential crisis. You're so restless you can't sit still. Your heart is beating too fast. You shiver, sweat, hyperventilate. Your pain circuits are now oversensitive, so your bones and muscles ache and hurt for no reason.
CNS, basically, central nervous system. CNS is so important. It regulates how you feel pain and how you basically generate enough strength and everything. So, sometimes you stand up, you're so depressed, you don't even walk. CNS is not working right. Central nervous system is immensely good. Other thing to mention, if you're working out on something like this, your central nervous system won't respond the way it should be, and you will be noticeably weaker. If you can bench press, let's just say 100 kilos, now you can only do 90 or 80. You can't even go to 100. Your body just won't produce the force. CNS will not send enough signal to say like, yeah, you need this force. Right? You do warm up, not just to warm up the muscle, there is that, but tell your central nervous system that I'm going to be doing this, so get ready to generate maximum force. So that's why you warm up slowly and then go to heavy weight. This will literally depress your CNS system.
Old wounds, physical and mental, torture you. You have belly cramps and diarrhea and have to vomit. You're too agitated to rest. A war inside your body that you can't escape. And of course, there's the craving, screaming for you to make it stop. Your mind and body beg for a hit. You can be in this state for up to 2 weeks, or make it stop right away. Okay, so why not just take heroin forever and feel amazing always? The fun thing is that it doesn't work this way. You get tolerant to the nice effects like euphoria faster than to the bad ones like dangerously slow breathing. So it turns from touching the love center of the universe to mostly drowsy numbness and relief from withdrawal. Now you don't take opiates to get to heaven, but to avoid hell. You're in a prison of your mind and body, unable to connect with all the things that could actually make you feel good. Opioid addiction is brutal and extremely hard to escape. It should be pretty clear that you need to be extremely careful with any opioids, and if you have the chance to do it for fun, just don't. There's a very real risk that your life might just be over, and that you'll go through hell. Now that we've seen the heaven and hell of heroin, we can get to fentanyl, the garbage drug.
This was just about heroin. We haven't even got to fentanyl yet. Oh my god. Yeah, don't do it, man. Just like, yeah, people, like, I don't know why people have this misconception, like kids, teenager being this stupid makes sense, but grown-ups, like, something is a no-no, so we have to do it because it's a no-no, because it's cool. Is that what cool is? Cool means doing something that is not accepted. There's many things not accepted, many things that are just morally wrong. Is that cool? What do you mean by cool? Why do this? You know, oh, let's party, dude. Let's numb ourselves because we are so stupid. That is what fun is. You want to have fun? Go on a hike. Do something. I don't know. Like go to a gym and have a bench pressing competition, sprint or something. Do something physical, or like play video games. Play Call of Duty. Do something that challenges certain senses of your body. Or let's say party by numbing ourselves because we are so weak that we can't take life. So we need to, like chemically enhance ourselves. How is that cool? That's sad. That's fucking sad. That's not cool.
Fentanyl is really garbage heroin. Everything we just described is true in different intensities for most opioids. They can be great, all of them can be hell. Heroin is just sort of the strongest, except it isn't. Fentanyl is around 50 times more potent than heroin, but that doesn't mean 50 times more amazing. Quite the opposite. Fentanyl is extremely good at crossing the blood-brain barrier, the firewall that protects your brain from harmful substances. It enters your brain so easily that you get from 0 to extremely high almost instantly. But just as fast as it enters, it leaves again. A heroin high can last 6 hours. One from fentanyl can fade in minutes. Fentanyl doesn't feel as good as heroin. Instead of a supernova of bliss, you mostly get the black hole of nodding away. But it comes with all the withdrawal symptoms. As a bonus, because fentanyl acts so quickly on your brain, it fries your reward center even more, making it even more addictive than heroin. And since you only need so little of it, it's super easy to overdose and die by accident. It's the deadliest.
Okay, why does it exist then? A scientist created this, right? I understand the bad elements wanted to use this so people are dependent, but that comes afterward. No bad elements have power to create something like this. This is made in a lab by a scientist. If they realize like this is this bad, why release it? Oh, this is a failed drug. Okay, throw it away. I don't get it.
Illegal drug in US history by far. Between 2013 and 2023, it killed about 400,000 Americans. Fentanyl really is garbage heroin. Too dangerous, too intense, too addictive, too little fun. But then why are so many people taking it? Well, actually, nobody wants to. Fentanyl is not for users, it's for dealers. The house always wins. Fentanyl.
Yeah, if you're quickly dependent on it, which means permanent customer. I saw that instantly. But why was it used by medically if it's so bad? I don't get it. Like medical uses first and then it leaks to the bad elements.
Is a drug dealer's dream. One truckload could supply the entire US for 1 year. It's cheap to make and easy to smuggle. Heroin needs plants and fields and way
Why is it easy to smuggle?
more space. So garbage fentanyl just took over the heroin supply. It might have seemed great for heroin addicts at first, and then its trap snapped close. While some people may seek out fentanyl specifically, Several studies have found that most opioid users try to avoid it. Even worse, a lot of people who die from fentanyl don't take it willingly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it's laced in the other ones. The deliberately this bad elements. I don't know why I did that. They are bad elements. These bad elements literally lace other things with this in hopes that they get hooked to this.
Dealers want people to come back for their product, and by adding a tiny trace of fentanyl to any drug, they can make it more addictive. Even if people don't realize they took an opioid, they'll feel its effects. So dealers started to mix all kinds of drugs with fentanyl, turning the entire US drug market into a minefield where any trip can be your last. Because wait,
That is the most fucked up thing I ever heard. There are different type of things, shrooms, Breaking Bad thing. Some of them are much worse than the others. Some others is like, okay, they're bad, but people just do that to party, go to club and all that. Like people tolerate it enough. They do it sometimes. But if they're laced with this, even those people are fucked. Who have some brain in them who doesn't want to do something fucked up, but they don't know they're doing this and they're basically hooked now. They have to do this. That's just so fucked up, man. Not gonna lie.
too often, they put a bit too much in their mixes. In 2022, the combination with pills, often counterfeit oxycodone and benzodiazepines, accounted for about 20% of all fentanyl deaths. In 2023, the US authorities seized 115 million pills with fentanyl. 70% contained a lethal dose. About half of fentanyl overdoses came where you expected the least, from stimulants like cocaine and meth. A lot of people may have taken these mixes on purpose, but many others just wanted to party and weren't ready for an opioid surprise. This is especially dangerous because if you've never tried opioids, you can overdose very easily. Fentanyl really has no upsides outside medical use. For dealers and cartels, it means easy profit. For users, it means a worse opioid addiction and a worse life. For people who would
To me, it's insane that some country like USA, with its money, with its power, cannot regulate its own streets from cartels. Like, how do you have cartels? Like, if it's that much of an issue, fuck it. Let's just put, create teams, military level teams. We call it paramilitary or something, whatever. Just have a group of them, put them on the street to make sure like shit like this never get caught. Like, how is cartel even operating there? Like, you don't have power to stop that. If you don't have power, who the fuck does?
would never ever try it, it can be a death sentence they didn't see coming. No matter how alluring they are, using opioids even in safe settings is playing with fire on the best of days. Fentanyl is a garbage drug that turns this fire into a raging furnace, increasing the risk of death massively. There's really only one conclusion to draw here. If you have the choice, don't step into the supernova of pleasure, because the danger of it turning into a supernova of pain is just too high. Getting to the root of an issue.
Yeah, well, go to crown.news/KIN and support this channel. Go to original video page link. Yeah, I didn't know about how useless this thing is at this level, because it doesn't give you the positives that you're looking for. Not to mention it amplifies all the addiction and things. I heard about the other things laced with this, and now I know why. That's just fucked up. Yeah, man, don't do it. Like, it's very easy to like get sucked into this kind of like a black hole. Don't even try it, right? Because everything we do is rewarded by certain type of feeling and emotion from our brain. Those emotions are the ones that gonna get screwed by these things. You're like, oh, I'm strong enough, I'm mentally strong enough, I won't do it. But the thing that gives you strength, that thing itself might be altered. You don't know what euphoria means at this level. Once you get it, you don't know if you're not going to do that again. So don't even try it. Don't even touch it, man. Yeah, YouTube's not going to like this. I know it. As soon as I put it, like, yeah, I don't care. Alright, well, there was why does fentanyl I can't even, like, I've become like such a self-censor nowadays. Like, certain words I'm like, wait a minute, should I say it? Why does that feel so good? What's in a nutshell? Yeah, I'll see you next time.